Hey everybody, I'm Minnie St. Clair and I'm 38 on a journey to financial peace and independence, living with a disability, and I'm letting you know right now I am super anxious and I'm probably going to jump around to a bunch of different things because I'm doing things that people told me was impossible and I can't do that. And I've recorded this thing so many times since what 10 a.m. 11 a.m. and it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I still can't get this. And now I'm doing, we're going to record January 2024, we're going to plan 2024, and I still need to record the year in review of 2023. And 2023, because I've been recording all day, so I've been recording all day. um I'm still processing 2023 and I have to show you 2024. I should have showed you 2024 and then reviewed 2023. We'll remember that next year. Next year, we're going to plan 2025 and review 2024 after I plan 2025. And it's because I have too much information in my head that is making me anxious of the fact that I live with a disability. I'm eligible for the Ontario Disability Support Program, and that income support by itself keeps Canadians, actually, no, not even Canadians, people that live in Ontario that are eligible for disability, the Ontario Disability Support Program, because they either they don't have or they're not eligible for other disability programs, whether it's Canada Pension Disability, private disability from their employer. I think that's it. Government, employer, and then government. So federal government, employer, then provincial government. This getting disability and then could be military, but I'm not. I've never. I don't even know how that system works. I know employer, I know assistance, I know federal, and then I know three. I don't know four. Yeah. So the anxiousness. I have too much. Not only have a lot of information to better my life financially, to exit disability. We see it. It's tracked. It's a financial destination, and it's a real destination, and it scares me. It totally does. Let me show you. Here's January. Now, I can't show you a lot in January, but I'll recap quickly what happened in 2023 so you understand why January is planned the way it's planned. So here is 2024 dashboard. I took out the needs, want, save, and debt repayment section right here that you see in 2023 because I don't need it. My housing, lifestyle, transportation, savings, investing, debt repayment categories covers it perfectly. I don't, and it's enough detail in there to show you that things are going in a very positive direction. So, and then I use every dollar with the same categories: housing, lifestyle, transportation, savings, investing, debt repayment. And I've been doing insights. Here's me in every dollar. Now that we have every dollar and I have an upgraded account, year to date. Is that which year to date? The current year? Oh, okay. 12 months. Show me 12 months. So yeah, this is 12 months of me using every dollar. And then income for the last 12 months, it says it was $26,339 and I spent $30,911. That's purely because I have a credit card. My overspending is definitely because I have a credit card. And I have three now. I remember when I had none, and then I had one, and then I got two, and now I have three. And I think three credit cards is my limit. So what's going to end up happening, one of my credit cards that I have, the retail store credit card, when I get uh, another credit card from a big bank credit card that I used to have in the past, I would like to have them again in the future. I have to wait probably a year or two before they look at me as a good candidate with my credit score, and because it's a bank credit card that I had before, but in the past I filed bankruptcy with that particular credit card. They're not really eager of giving me another credit card, but I figure if I give them enough time and I show them I have money in savings, I have a good transaction record coming into my bank account, like the reason they gave me the credit card the first time, I think they'll give me a credit card again. Plus, I learned that bank also has another credit card product under a different name that I will probably try to get under the different company name versus the original company name, even though it's the same company, because banks are like that. Banks will be under one name as a company, but have multiple different doing business as company names, and you think they're different, but they're really the same. Like that is capitalism at work. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I keep my every dollar as a way to track all the spending details. So like was not a whole lot in January, but there was a bunch in December. So like December for lifestyle, when I went to Patty Express, Netflix, the liquor store, Swiss Chalet, things like that. I just track the transactions in every dollar manually, and it keeps it simple. And then I can keep it generic enough so I can show you on the channel. So for January, not a whole lot goes in January. A rollover from January. Grandma gave me Christmas money on New Year's Eve, and that rolled over for January 1st. That's going to go into the emergency fund, which, did I set it up yet? No. Okay, good. So it when it, I planned it in the budget, so it'll activate in the budget. This I have to move it. I have to move that into a different category. This $100 left to budget, I have to move it in one of the debt repayment categories, because if I put it in the emergency fund line item category, it's gonna add it to the balance. So I don't really like when every dollar does that. So, cause I like, you have to put either you put the transactions in for emergency fund, or you plan it in your budget and it adds the fund here. Original balance was 11. Huh, that's impressive. The reason why I say that, January, my spreadsheet. So this here, we put the 100 here. Okay, this is January. Okay, good. And this becomes 600. Okay. I cashed it out last year, my emergency fund, to move it to my registered disability savings plan, because the government said deposit $5,000, they will contribute and a match 10,500 of disability savings grants. Plus I also got 1,000 disability savings bond. That This is the reason why my net worth has jumped so much. So right now my net worth is showing $67,468. This used to be a negative number by like $25,000. Now it's not doing that. it's just because we're being super intentional. Like super intentional why it's not like that. Okay, and then I made spreadsheet trackers to track investing in all of my accounts. One of them is missing. Yeah, there we go. So basically how this works, this is a registered retirement savings plan. We contribute to the registered retirement savings plan when my notice of assessment says I have contribution room for my notice of assessment. We contribute to the registered disability savings plan when the notice of assessment says there's room to contribute in the registered disability savings plan. Okay? So that is how that works. I don't know. I said notice of assessment twice before. It's what it says on the notice of assessment is what gets deposited into the registered savings plan. Great. So this is why this one's hidden. It makes life easier. Okay, good. It looks the same as the other one, I think. Then I decided to open a non-registered account, the taxable investment account or the broker account with one of my banks that I was already investing with before with my tax-free savings account and my registered savings plan. So the registered savings plan and tax-free savings account got moved to my financial planner. He watches over those accounts and it's invested in mutual funds with mutual fund managers, and I like that. I feel okay paying the fee, his advice fee plus the mutual fund manager fee. I'm okay with that because I don't need to plan out my investments plus budget plus manage my disability and live my life. I need a team to run some things in my life. Investments is one of them. So the reason I opened the taxable savings account was two things. I really want to leave the Ontario Disability Support Program. I want my assets to exceed their limitations of being eligible for their program. So my future self, 65 and older or 55 and older, or 50 and older, because actually, wow, I'm 39 in February, so it's my last year of my 30s. Then we start 40s next year. And if I keep investing from 40 to 50, I might be off of disability before 65. Oh, that's fantastic. That is super fantastic. That would be, yeah. I don't want to be poor anymore. And to not be poor anymore, you need money. You do. And it'd be a good idea if I pay off all my credit card debt. So, credit card right now, I have to update these balances. It's still around 13,000 credit card debt. The exact number for each of them, I need to check statements and then update those numbers. But I need to figure out to get this going a little faster while investing and saving to go to college. I would like to go back to college. I was in my accounting program. I would like to go back and finish my accounting program. It's a 3-year accounting program, advanced diploma, but it puts me on track of becoming a certified professional bookkeeper. And then I could probably work in accounting departments and accounting firms on and off until I retire, which is a nice little plan, while hopefully getting an employer that manages my disability or set up my own financial coaching, financial bookkeeping business on my own. It's in the 3 to 5 to 10 year plan. I'm not really worried about it. It's not for 2024. We're saving for college, but my college savings account is also my exit Ontario disability account because I learned that I need about $10,000 or $20,000 to bridge the gap of leaving disability because the $1,500 a month they give me, the $1,593 that they give me, it actually takes care of a good chunk of my budget. Let me show you here how it takes care of a good chunk of my budget. That's investing, disability budget. Okay, good. So yeah, $1,593 is what I would get if I did not have the overpayment. So because of the overpayment, they take out their money. That needs to change. Oh, the balance of the overpayment, that needs to change. It's this number. But then again, well, no, I keep it here as a nice snapshot of everything. Okay, so End of the month, January 31st, $1,593 should be my disability amount. But because I have overpayment and I owe them money, they take back $71.85. They automatically pay my rent, $960.45. Then they pay the electric company $86 a month. This is typically over the amount of electricity I use in my unit. Sometimes I'll call the electric company when there's a credit on my bill. They'll send me back a refund, and then I use that money in the budget, which is what happened in December. I got like $344 back, and we invested in the disability savings plan. And my lights are still on. So then there's a tax credit coming in the month, $277.86. It's because my income is eligible for it based on filing my tax return, being in Canada. And then 1858 is the tenant insurance, because I need to have an active policy for tenant insurance while renting here. And I think it's also law for Ontario, because the building is constantly reminding everybody to have active tenant insurance as part of the lease agreement, but also part of the law. And you could look up the Ontario Landlord and Tenant Board Act to see if it is law, but I have tenant insurance to take care of the contents of my apartment. Plus, there's also identity theft in my policy. I made sure to pick that in the policy when I was picking the policy. Then internet TV streaming is $129.95. Then $72.45 is a cell phone. $200 can come out for groceries. And the reason is the total amount would be $850.56. $547. Is that true? What? Oh, it is. Huh. Wait. What was it before? Wait. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so why am I shocked and amazed? My rent goes up February 1st to $960.45. It used to be $937.03. And then now the new amount in my bank account coming at the end of the month will be $574.70 direct deposit for the disability check. And then my tax credits are coming in. There's one on the 5th, the one on the 10th, and one on the 15th. One is Trillium, one is Climate Action, and one is GST HST. It's the beauty of being low income. The government does give you a little bit more money that is not your tax return. The tax refund would be a different amount, and then GST credits would be a different amount. Because I don't even know. I just know I file my taxes, I put all my stuff together, and it spits out a number, and sometimes I get money back, but I know it's not a tax refund, because there's tax credits and tax refund, and there's non-refundable tax credits, and there's refundable tax credits, and I will know more when I finish my class in accounting. Yeah. So $200 goes to groceries. Then I put $50 for grooming, hair and nails, but that'd be definitely the barbershop. I did get my fish oil. I want to get Audible. Then I'm putting $100 in the registered disability savings plan. Then $100 in taxable. Yeah, my taxable account is going to be my disability exit account, and then my emergency fund gets $100. So then if I don't add to my emergency fund for January, like if I don't make money on webcam, the end of the month my emergency fund should be at $700. But if I work, I can make it. But is it 600 now? Wait, it's 600 now. I was like, what? No, what did I press? It's 600 now. It's 600 now. Okay. Huh. That's good. Okay. And then we're trying to put $25 on Canadian Tire MasterCard, the Simply Visa, and the Capital One MasterCard in the month of January. And that's just how I budget my disability money. $200, $70 a week for groceries is not divided by 3. Yeah. This averages about $70 a week on groceries. I might make it to the end of the month on $200, but I'm really not. I'm really not. Because I spend more than that. I spend almost $400 on groceries for the month. And I'm down to one gift card. And then with buy me a coffee, it's like people are buying me a coffee, which is fantastic. It supports the channel. Each dollar from buy me a coffee goes to something in the budget. It's typically groceries, especially like certain ingredients in certain recipes I want to try and cook. Like one time I wanted to cook some Chinese stir fry, and I wanted to use the sesame seed oil. And sesame seed oil is kind of expensive. Now I have a bunch of flour because I made the beef bouillon or Irish stew. It had Guinness in it. To buy the Guinness and then to buy the flour, and the flour did not thicken the sauce. I don't know why. I have to do it again and try. But buying some ingredients at the grocery store just to make a meal more like the recipe, I don't always have the ingredients. I'm not even substituting. I just don't have it. So when people buy me a coffee, that's typically where that money is going. It's going into making sure I can fulfill the grocery budget of meal planning so I can eat food to last me to the next time I get paid, either from my webcam check or the disability check. Like, it's just, I'm still paycheck to paycheck. I'm still very at the poverty line, trying to make it, trying to get out of this. Getting out of poverty is not going to happen overnight, and we've been on this journey since 2018. So this is 6 years of doing it, and I'm still not in the place that I would like to be at all. Like, savings tracker, that'd be good. Let me show you the savings tracker. Okay, that was the budget. Actually, that is kind of the whole budget, really. Let me just round up the budget before I go to the savings tracker. Okay, so we know we have housing, lifestyle, transportation, savings, investing, debt repayment. Then we have planned. Right, my rent went up. I keep forgetting. So now and then I'm planning. I need to put money towards paying my rent 1 month in advance. There's a whole separate account for that. Yeah, so $1,367 goes to housing, but actual housing like costs it $1,267.43. Then my categories in my lifestyle budget: groceries, laundry, clothing, hair and makeup, health and dental, restaurants, bar, entertainment, guilt-free spending, and transportation. I don't need 6,000 categories. We have eight budget categories. 2 of them are wants, 6 of them are needs. And then I use a specific debit card as my cash envelope card, and I get PC Optimum points on that card, which is nice. Then the savings section again, we have 7 categories in there. My paid time off account, my fully funded emergency fund, new furniture, home gym, cosmetic surgery, college savings, which is also my exit ODSP account, the condo savings, the business and travel, or no, business travel and vacation. I don't know why I call it business travel. And then we have investments, 5 investment accounts, 4 of them are registered disability savings plan, that's the government match, tax-free savings account, tax-free growth. Then we have first home savings account, registered savings plan, and then in my non-registered taxable broker investment account. And they're slow going. Majority of it's my disability savings plan. And to have the disability savings plan, I had to be eligible for the disability tax credit after my doctors filled out the forms. It was a lot of forms, and the first time I applied for it, I was denied. So then, as my health condition fit more limitations in the criteria to apply, we reapplied and I got approved. So, and then if I no, I don't think I'll be no. So I thought the thought process was, if I become ineligible for the disability tax credit, the money that's in the disability savings plan would just sit there because I wouldn't be able to contribute more to it, but what's in there will grow. But I don't think I'll become ineligible because the limitations are still my limitations. Yeah. So I think I'll keep that account for the rest of my life. I mean, I will, like, contributing to it. Like, because I have it and I'm approved for it, I'm keeping it because they change the legislation to keep it. If you become ineligible, you can still keep it. So I'm keeping it. It's just I may not be worried about something that I might be worried about right now. Yeah, that's just how my brain jumps to anxiety and worry a whole lot quicker. Then debt. Yeah, 13,000 is my total debt, but $10,135 is credit cards. Keeps it simple. And it's because the disability overpayment, the $3,611.31, they're getting their monthly payment of $71.85, and it will be paid off in less than 50 months or 4 years. It's so weird. I wish it said 48. So I totally can't wait till it says 48 or less. Yeah, I'm not giving them more money because I don't need to. And I don't need to pay them more aggressively as long as I'm eligible for the income support that they give me. They get back their money from reducing my income support. Do I have anything else? Did we cover everything? No, we do that next video. So then there's going to be a next video reviewing the spending I did for December 2023. December 2023. Oh, net worth update. Did we do that? Let's do that real quick. Oh, we'll do this first. We'll do disability. We did January. So we did January. Right. I was on a webinar this year. Last year, 2023. But this time was better. It was done by the City of Toronto for people that are self-employed to go over the retirement social assistance options from Service Canada. Service Canada basically monitors the Canada Pension Plan and Guaranteed Income Supplement and also Old Age Security. And I learned that as of today, I wouldn't be eligible for Guaranteed Income Supplement because my assets are too high as they are right now, even though they're not that big, which is pretty funny. The $70,000 I have today makes me ineligible for Guaranteed Income Supplement. But I'm 39. I'm not going to need Guaranteed Income Supplement till I turn 65. So we have about 26, 27 years before I'm eligible for it. But it was just really good information to know about to motivate me on the financial plan that we're doing for 2024. So this net worth of $67.48 for the $67,468 getting bigger is fantastic. It is super fantastic. Okay, so we did that. That was January. Yeah, credit cards, I'll update the balance. Roughly I have $10,135 in debt. We need to have a fully funded emergency fund. So it's most likely March will be paying more on credit card debt, but I need to save and invest the whole time. And I'm trying to think, does January need any? No, I think we're good. Right. The only thing is, this spreadsheet is brand new. I have to update it in the Ko-Fi store so people can get a copy of it. Um, basically, so maybe I can make it where each of the categories are connected to here. So I can have it ready for people in the Ko-Fi store. Because there's a different spreadsheet in the Ko-Fi store for a budget template that I use. But this one has my savings tracker. I want to track my self-employment income to $30,000 in webcam earnings, and then track my emergency fund. This number is now 600. Um, then investing, I want to see how much of $30,000 gets invested, which, and you're like, but I want to make $30,000 in gross income and $30,000 investing. So here's the thing, webcam, the $30,000 is US dollars, which makes it roughly, where's the foreign exchange calculator? 30,000 US to Canadian as of right now is 39,750 based on the foreign exchange market. In the moment I'm doing that number, it would help a lot. Which again, then it looks like I live off $9,750 for the whole year. I probably could. Maybe. We'll see. It's January. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I just have a lot of ideas in my head and a lot more anxiety in my head. Quickly, these are the investment trackers. I may put them in the thing. In this Ko-Fi store, each of these pages, or just all of them, and you can figure out which one you want to use or not. I might. Because this is what I'm using to track my investments. Like contributing to my investments. Like registered disability savings plan, tax-free savings account, first home savings account, non-registered taxable broker account, and then if there's room on the notice of assessment, then registered retirement savings plan gets their money. That's it. And then disability. Yeah, I made $777 in gross revenue, and then net profit became 437. Expenses are 340. So that's how I know the end of the month I'm getting $100 work-related benefit, which will be in the disability budget I did earlier. Yeah, like things are good. Here's the thing about my anxiety. I'm looking for things that are wrong all the time. Catastrophic. That's me. There's no landmines right now. Things are good. The ship is at speed. It's not hitting no iceberg. There's so if I seem scattered, if I seem it's I'm anxious. I'm super anxious. I'm changing a lot of financial habits and beliefs and behaviors, and it's actively happening in my bank account as we speak. It is wild. And no, there's no cryptocurrency anywhere in there. There's not a crypto penny anywhere in there. This is hard-earned American dollars converted to Canadian dollars, invested in the registered Canadian accounts for investments to build my wealth. So one day, disability is going to read all my financial statements and be like, hey, your excess assets, you are no longer eligible for Ontario Disability Support Program. But I'm still disabled and it's super expensive because I have medical costs, I have doctor's appointments, so there's going to be transportation costs, and then aging, natural aging. I don't know what that's going to look like. So yeah, there's a lot of known things. We know that I can budget. We know I can stick to a budget. We know that I can save a good amount of money in my budget because 2023 that is still mind-blowing to me because I didn't think that was going to happen at all. Like everything I'm doing, I was told by other people that you can't save on disability. That's a lie. You can save on disability, just be mindful of the limit that they give you to have as savings while on disability. Where's the spreadsheet? Because I put all my notes in there. So in my spreadsheet, I have a constant reminder that under ODSP, the asset ceiling is $40,000 for a single person, no children. Then I have a section here of exempt assets. Certain assets do not count towards the asset limit of $40,000 for a single person benefit unit eligible for Ontario disability. Then I link it to the policy page, 4.1 definition of treatment of assets. Then I have a bullet point thing of what is my exempt assets for me being eligible for disability. Let's go through them real quick. So we know my registered disability savings plan is 1. If I buy a car, it's 1. If I attend full-time post-secondary education, that is another one. That's 3. Gifts under $10,000 in a 12-month period, that is another one. This also includes lotto winnings. Gifts, winnings under $10,000, 12-month. Okay, so then business assets, I'm allowed $20,000 in business assets, $5,000 of those they consider available, has to be available cash. Then my primary residence. Me having the first home savings account opened, it's opened in the segregated fund. The segregated fund exemption limit is $100,000. It's in the policy, and then this is under 4.8 life insurance policy that I should add as a link in there as a reminder for me. But at the same time, I don't need all these freaking reminders. I just want to save my money and invest it and watch it grow. And my credit card balances go down. So credit card balances go down, investments go up. Eventually disability says, I have too much money, you're too rich to be on disability. Fantastic. So if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you so much. I recorded this thing more than 5 times. Because every time I recorded it, I got super, super anxious and emotional where you see me track this every single month since 2018. I come on here tracking this thing, working, putting money in the right places. I was told this is not supposed to happen. Which a lot of people, especially in 2024, they don't get a vote on what's happening here. They have no control of what's happening here. And yes, my caseworker at the disability office knows about this. But I have to report income and expense report for the business. Then I got to update them on all my financial statements once a year. All my bank accounts, all my investments, I got to make sure that the investments, especially that are in the segregated fund, the way that I get super, super anxious, making sure that the documentation says that these are the segregated funds. And the total amount of the segregated fund is $100,000. So we're opening the first home savings account. The money invested, interest earned, dividends earned inside that account has to stay under the limit so I can stay eligible for disability. And eventually, my assets we just can't keep my assets from stopping from reaching the excess. They're just going to excess. So if they're over the limit and they're growing, I'm not going to stop my assets from growing. Who's going to do that? You see this work I'm doing and you want me to lower my assets to be eligible for disability? No, thank you. We're going to make sure that my assets are growing, excess, growing. I buy lottery tickets to even out everything. My plan now in 2024, I didn't mention it, but you'll see in the guilt-free spending, or you'll see it in guilt-free spending or lifestyle or some category, entertainment, I'm buying lottery tickets. I'm not, I mean, could I Uber and go to a casino? Oh, I might do that. Oh, I make a day trip to the casino. Huh. Because if I magically win money in the casino and it's over $10,000, we're gonna move it in the appropriate registered investment accounts that are under the segregated fund that is an exempt asset under disability. And if lottery winnings are really, really great and wonderful, and I can buy my first car, primary residence, post secondary education, that is what we have planned for 2024. Yeah, like that's 2024. I can go on and all the possibilities that could happen, which is what January is. January is about all the possibilities that could happen, to be excited about what more could happen, what growth can happen, what clearly can happen. Um, but we'll just see how it happens. I'll see you on the next one. Smooches. Bye.